My Chinese adopted little brother let his girlfriend go on a road trip to Spain because he thinks she is the love of his life. I bet him one bowl of rice that she would cheat on him. He calls me a hateful person, so I bought my ticket to Malaga to win the bet. I come from a blended family, with only one real sister. My second sister is actually my stepmother's child. My parents are quite old and did not want to have any more children because my stepmother had health issues. They decided to adopt a young Asian child who was already a certain age, 9 years old to be precise. He has always been quite introverted, but I loved him. We had a good relationship. He was very calm at school and very shy. He didn't have many relationships, whether they were friendly or romantic. However, when he started his first year of college, he met a girl with whom he didn't have much in common. She was a fan of Asian culture and she was quite outgoing, a bit of a global citizen. She often hung out with her friends, and from what I saw of her once, she didn't leave a good impression on me. She seemed sly. So, my little brother and this girl were in a relationship for about 8 months, and she told him that she planned to spend a year on Erasmus in Spain, but before that, she wanted to go on a road trip there with 2 of her friends to see what it was like. My little brother was happy about it. He was really innocent, poor thing. One day, during a family gathering where we were all there, he mentioned it. He said that his girlfriend planned to go on a road trip in a week, in Spain, to make sure she really wanted to go there for a year on Erasmus. That's when I told him, dude, you're completely stupid. That doesn't exist in a relationship. Respect yourself a little and tell her you don't agree. He replied that I was just jealous, that I had one-night stands all the time and that's why I was jealous. My parents didn't say anything, actually, and my 2 sisters approved of it. They asked me to be quiet and said I didn't understand anything about love. So I didn't insist. I told him that I loved him, that he was the little brother I never had and that I would do anything for him. Who portrayed you as the big bad guy? So I told him, on the other hand, I bet you one bowl of rice, this girl will cheat on you during her so-called road trip in Spain, because you're just a naive, hopeless romantic. He said, no problem. He explained that I was a hypocrite, pretending to love him, but that I had always been jealous of him, that I never loved him as a family member. Well, at this point, I wasn't really listening to him anymore. He just loved this girl too much to listen to reason. That evening, I watched his girlfriend's story with a fake account, and luckily she had decided to take pictures of her ticket and tag her 2 friends. I watched one of her friends' stories, and they had written Malaga with an exclamation point. Well, that same evening I called my best friend and told him we had a destination for our vacation. I booked 2 tickets to Malaga and I intended to prove to my little brother that I love him. My friend agreed. He was a longtime friend of theirs. We spent all our evenings together and knew each other inside out. As we left for Malaga, we reminisced about good memories. Weeks passed and my friend and I boarded the plane. I checked the stories of my brother's girlfriend and her 2 friends every day. I saw that they had indeed left. Damn, my brother disappointed me, but well, he was going to see what I had in store for him. We didn't have their exact address, but we were smart. We arrived at our Airbnb, it was hot, and my friend said he understood and would have done the same for his brother. I continued to check from time to time. They were at the beach, sometimes at a cocktail bar. Honestly, this trip was going to disappoint us. They seemed pretty innocent. They seemed to spend most evenings with their 2 friends. Then, at one point, I saw in her story that she was going to a club. This story appeared only on one of her friends' accounts, not on her own, despite her sharing her entire life. I thought she must be hiding something. Anyway, her girlfriend had mentioned the name of the club, so I searched for it online with my friend, and off we went. When we arrived, I tried to enter the club with my